Every day I walk by this sign in our living room, and I rarely pay attention to it. But lately, as fall colors turn into leaves on the ground, I glanced at this sign recently and it reminded me of one of the most precious things that we often take for granted: time. My wife and I both love fall. She loves to decorate and embrace each season within our home. And I was born for cool days and even cooler nights. We both realized this year that soon the changing leaves will be gone, and the color is worth chasing. A few weeks ago, we left for what we might call our favorite place on earth. Not only is it in my home state, but it holds a very special meaning beyond just a place to visit. It's where we took our first mini vacation together. It's where we went on our honeymoon. It's where we go to get away. Many of the photos lining the walls in our living room are ones that I've taken from what feels like our home, despite the fact that we don't live there full time. Except this time, plans didn't really work out. The slight chance of showers turned into a rainstorm, turned into a dense fog advisory, turned into a hailstorm as we drove back south. 12 hours of total driving to see a few colors from mostly inside the vehicle. I did catch a couple of distant shots of this beautiful state park in northern Minnesota. But otherwise the trip would be considered a bust. However, you didn't think we'd give up that easily, did you? Loading stuff into a standard cab is not the easiest thing in the world. Enzo, you ready to go on an adventure?
Feet are on the dashboard, my eyes on the road. I always knew I'd get here, I just thought I'd be alone. Trees tie the skyline, the sun is on the run. There's no turning back now.
I had another plan. A trip to northeast Iowa where some spectacular views of the Mississippi are found near the Iowa-Wisconsin border. Having never been there before, I did the best scouting that I could by simply using Google Maps. In the Midwest, it's pretty easy to spot what I'm looking for on the map. I find trees, I go there. Now I love driving, and I'm always up for a good road trip. Enzo was along for another adventure, and he's such a great traveler. So we stopped at Pikes Peak State Park. You might be thinking that's in Colorado, but this variation in Iowa is directly along the river. Having a grand old time, Enzo. I'm such a nerd for chasing light and how it can make or break an image. And in this forest of trees, it certainly did not disappoint. We noticed right away that obviously we weren't the only ones with the idea of spending a few hours taking in the scenery, but my wife joked that it appeared nearly everyone else there was retired. Hey, we've always been old in spirit. Ready to go check out that other spot?
It's a ladybugs. Look at all of them on your picture.
Yep. I'd found a little spot on the map while I was scouting locations that looked like we could get right down to the water. So, this right here is the spot. I don't know what it is.
Your destination is on the left.
Prone to flooding. It's nice gravel at least.
Yeah, it's nice gravel.
Back here. This winding trail led us down to an access point to the river. What looked like just a single stream opens up to so much more when you get above the trees. Despite being eaten alive by bugs, this was definitely a spot I'm glad we checked out. A few back roads later brought us to the town of McGregor. I love old towns, and this is a place we'll definitely need to visit again. A few miles up the road in Marquette, we saw more of the same. The sun was setting on our trip. 8 hours of driving for about 4 hours of adventure. And maybe this all seems ridiculous on the surface. Leaves on the trees grow to be green again and return to colorful glory just 1 year from now. But remember that part where I talked about the sign on the wall in our living room? The way to love anything is to realize it may be lost. I needed that reminder that we can't take life for granted. We're all losing precious hours and minutes and seconds. But it's the memories that we create that will last a lifetime.